All right, so get your graphing calculators out. We're going to be talking in the next few videos about growth and decay, but we're talking about interest. Sometimes we make money, sometimes we lose money. Things appreciate or they're worth more over time. Some depreciate, they're worth less over time. So here is a typical formula that we would use. So what are we investing and what is going to be our return, or maybe what came first and what is the result, or what came last in time. So how we would do something like this is, let's say I said, hey, I'm going to give you $30,000. Okay, I'm going to give you $30,000, and you can invest this with me. And in your investment, I'm going to pay you 5% in interest. So 5% in interest. And I want to borrow your money for 4 years. So if you can give this to me for 4 years, I'll make it worth your while. And you go, okay, well, how much will it be worth then at the end of 4 years? And I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. And so how do you plug this in? Well, this number out in front of our parentheses, that is going to be our initial investment. And so in our case, our amount over that specific period of time, in our case, is 4 years. So how much we're going to have left over, or how much we're going to have after 4 years, is going to be my initial investment, my $30,000. Obviously, your calculator can't do K, so let's go ahead and write it out. My $30,000 times 1 kind of comes from your 100%. So 100% as a number is 1. So not only are you getting 100% of your $30,000 back, but in addition to that 100% back, I'm going to give you 5% interest on top of that. Now, remember that 5% is 0.05. You have to move your decimal place to the left 2 spots. So that is my interest rate. So we always write our rate instead of a percent. We write it as a decimal. So 5% is 0.05. And then in our made-up question, we're saying, I'm going to borrow your money for 4 years. So raised to the t, which is the time in years. So if I gave you $30,000, 5% interest for 4 years, and we go and we plug that into our calculator, because we're talking about money, we're saying, hey, my investment after 4 years, because t, time, is 4, would now be $36,465, and because we're talking about money, we'll do 2 decimal places, and 19 cents. And so you would say, you know what, for 4 years, just turns out that I have $30,000 lying around, and I don't need it for 4 years. So yeah, I'll let you borrow it, and I'm going to make $6,000 off of you borrowing it. Or you want to put on the negative side, you want to go to school for 4 years, and you're going to borrow $30,000 that first year. And when you graduate after 4 years, instead of owing 30, you owe them 36. And so that's why over time this can impact very greatly, whether positively if you're talking about investment, or negatively if you're talking about student loan interest. So you have to be careful with interest rates with credit cards and student loans. But on the positive side, if you are investing, then this would be a good situation